Hello YouTube, StatueHunter's Bags and Boards. This is episode 83. It's New Comic Book Wednesday, July 31st, 2019. And a lot of books this week, a lot of books next week. It just doesn't give up. We can't just have a light week of comics. But anyway, let's get into them. So we get some good books this week. So my first stop of the day was Harrison Newbury Comics. I didn't go there yet. Harrison's Comics in Salem, and they had something that I didn't see at the other comic book stores, and it's part of the promotion for if you want your mutant garden. It's the weirdest thing in the world, but it's Krakoa seeds, and this is in honor of the Powers of X that came out this week. It's legit plant seeds. Picked up like 3 of them. I should have grabbed one of the other one, but I grabbed all 3 of these because it's the one with the new character on the cover. Anyway, some novelty. Some crazy collector might pay good money for it someday down the road. Never know. So here's what I grabbed at Harrison's. Picked up a copy of the second printing of the final issue ever of The Walking Dead, number 193. So the only thing that really distinguishes it from the main first print is that it says second printing. The cover is pretty much identical to the first print cover. Also grabbed Death's Head number 1. Marvel Comics relaunching Death's Head. It's basically a 4-part miniseries featuring Death's Head. And I got the A cover, of course, and the variant cover. Never know if that'll turn into anything. This one, Cult Classics number 1. I was looking to see if there were any solicits on this. I don't think there was that I could see. Let me give it a quick peruse. But I don't think there was any solicits on this. So it's a number 1 issue. It's different, very different, independent. So I just picked it up. See if that turns into something. Killers number 1. Now that is, I believe, the variant cover. I did also get the A cover, I believe. Now this basically is the first team appearance of a group of assassins and the first appearance of Jonan. No idea. Just pretty random. Group of assassins is all it says in the solicit. So it's the first team appearance of a group of assassins. So that's very informative. Anyway, I got this variant cover. I believe this was the variant cover. Or maybe it is the A cover, but there's another cover with a girl on the cover as well. So pick that up elsewhere at another store. I'll get into that in just a moment. Also got Leave on the Light. I think there was a solicit for this. Let me see. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't see it now. But anyway, it's a Antarctic Press. It's a number 1 issue, so I figured I'd check it out. I grabbed this cover, and there was a variant $10 cover that I got elsewhere. We'll get into that later. Picked up the second printing of Canto number 1 because, who knows, maybe it'll be a low print run, and also it's just a really cool cover. So I grabbed that. Didn't see any solicit for this. It's a number 1 issue. It's independent, and it just has a crazy title, Fornicators Incorporated. So just took a chance on it, got a number 1 issue. I usually won't pass up on a number 1 issue just in case it turns into something. Did get the Powers of X, and like I said, this is the first appearance of Rasputin 4, and it's also the first appearance of Cardinal. I believe that's Rasputin. So she's on the cover, so I definitely picked up the variant because it had her on the cover. This had a cover price of, like, I think it was There it is. It's $5.99. So $6 for that book. These Marvel books. I mean, it's thicker, a lot of pages, but whatever. Just getting pricey as all hell. Picked up the cardstock variant of the Goon. Figured that would be good to grab. There was only one left, and I was fortunate enough to get the cardstock variant. They didn't even have the A cover. They had this cover, which I think is even better than the plain cover. Marvel Comics Presents number 7. Picked up a bunch of these at a bunch of different stores. Just because it's, you know, that Wolverine's daughter, Rian. This is her origin, the origin of Rian in here. So, picked up a few of these. Got them all mylar'd up. Anthony finally got my mylars in. And another hot book, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 96. This book's on fire this week. This is the continuation of the Jennika transformation story arc. Jennika's that new turtle. Eastman has confirmed that Jennika will be a permanent addition to the team. So this thing's on fire. So I picked up a few of the A cover, and I picked up, these are going for even more money on eBay. Picked up the variant cover. Picked up a few of these as well. I picked up 3 to be exact. And this variant's on fire. It's selling for like 50 to 60 bucks all over eBay. This is the 1 in, I want to say it's a 1 in 10 variant, cover art by Sophie Campbell. It's a 1 in 10, but it's selling for well over a 1 in 10 ratio. So I picked it up for, I mean, 30 bucks wasn't a bad price to pay when it's selling for anywhere from 40 to 60 all over eBay. So grab that. I'm not going to complain about getting that. Put these back. And on to the next store. Upon leaving Harrison's Comics, I adventured over to one of my favorite stores, Paper Asylum. Bumped into, well, actually, it dealt with Lauren, the beautiful Lauren over there. Anthony was off when I got there. I think he had errands to run. Picked up a copy of the Carnage Mind Bomb. Picked up True Believers Venom, Absolute Carnage. Picked up, of course, the House of X. These were leftovers from my last week's polls. Picked up the Marvel Comics Presents second print of number 6. So psyched that this came in. This was the Dark Age number 1 variant cover. And picked up, of course, the Batman Last Night on Earth book 2. With that really, I picked up only this variant because it's that really cool, creepy variant with Bane with that creepy looking creature on his back. Also picked up Leave the Light On. Like I said, this was the variant cover for $10. You can see here it's in gold. Leave On the Light, number 1. So grab that. Anthony also set aside the A cover for me. Grab both copies, the variant and the regular, of Batman Who Laughs. Of course, I grabbed a few more of the Turtles variants. Picked up another one of that variant. And of course, a few more of Marvel Comics Presents. Well, one more of it. Really psyched to see that Anthony had, well, he had a copy of Man of Black number 1. And Man of Black number 1 is concerned that his children are too wicked to assume control of Man of Black. The patriarch adopts a young mage and hopes someone good will take his place. So we'll see how that story turns out, if that turns out to be anything. Super psyched that Anthony put aside this for me. I couldn't find it anywhere but a Paper Asylum. And not only did he put aside a copy of it for me, but he put aside the variant copy, which is pretty cool. It's a Scout Comics website exclusive, limited to 200 copies. So psyched to get that. Thank you so much, Anthony. Always appreciate you taking care of me. There were 2 of these. There was a secret variant cover as well with the skull on the ghost there. But I'm happy just to have this and limited to 200 copies. Super stoked about that. Actually, let me park that aside. That's going in a top loader and Mylar. And moving right along. What else did I grab while I was at Paper Asylum on Cabot Street in Beverly? I grabbed Knight's Temporal, #1. So this book is also, I think this was getting some hype. It's a Crusades era knight embarks on a journey through time as he takes on an evil force that stretches across the eras. So something different. Never know. So happy Anthony put this aside for me for a super deal. I love Artgerm, and this was the Artgerm variant of Vampirella #1, the black and white kind of variant, if you want to call it that. It's got a little color in it with the blood. That's so cool how he made the blood being her clothes. And he also put aside the trade dress for me as well. There's Artgerm's little logo there. This is my favorite acquisition of the whole week. Like I said, you've seen that I have the super rare black and white variant of this Dark Age #1 from Red 5 Comics. I think this girl on the cover is absolutely beautiful. The artist who drew her, just, I love it. Very pretty girl. Like I said, reminds me of an ex from a long time ago. But anyway, yeah, I grabbed 2 copies of these. Thank you so much, Anthony. Very happy to have this in my collection, the color version to go alongside the black and white version. And that was it for Paper Asylum. Once again, thank you to all the great folks at Paper Asylum, taking care of me every week. And finally, I ended up at another favorite store. The last stop of the day was Counterplay Comics in Burlington. Let's slide this over. Whoa! Losing books. Okay. Get over here. Cut the crap. Alright, so True Believers. I don't know why I bought 2 of these, but it's tough when you buy books at multiple stores because sometimes you forget what you got at one store and the other. It's only $1 book, so no major loss. Got the Carnageized variant of the Avengers 22. I did also get the other kind of Carnageized variant. That's the Blood Splatter one. At price, because Eric is awesome. Picked up a Canto #2. They were saying a lot of these came damaged. Luckily, I don't think this has any damage. It looks in pretty good condition. Little ding there. That might be what they're talking about. But, yeah. Picked that up. Picked up the Black Panther Carnageized variant. Nothing like seeing a Carnageized Panther. Picked up another copy of Knight's Temporal #1. And picked up another copy of Manor Black #1. Picked up that A copy of Killers. Also picked up the variant copy of Manor Black #1. That's cool. And I picked up, like I said, that variant of Killers. Manor Black, did I tell you guys about it? Yeah, I did tell you about Manor Black, about the guy who, yeah, the whole solicit. I read that to you. Picked up the A cover of The Goon. As you know, I got the card stock version also. Put those together. Picked up the Carnageized variant of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #9, which is really cool if you look at Peter Parker kind of in the Spider-Man costume there, getting covered by the Carnage symbiote. It's pretty cool. Just grabbed this on a whim. Marvel comic team up. Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel. They both, 2 characters seem to be hot. You never know. Might get lucky with buying that one. Red Winter #1 from Scout Comics. I wanted to check this out. Seems like a pretty cool story. It says about this that in Russia, a disgraced former detective attempts to find redemption while navigating the criminal underworld. So that could turn into a show easily. Picked up a few more of the Turtles. Picked up the Carnageized Thanos variant. Picked up the black and white Spawn and the other color A Spawn, A cover Spawn of $2.99. Batman Who Laughs. Picked up that variant. That was the A cover, actually, not a variant. Picked up the Carnageized variant of Fantastic Four #12. That's always cool. Picked up Paper Girls #30. This is the final in the series of Paper Girls. Everyone says keep an eye on these secret warps. You never know if they'll turn into anything. So, hey, Thor and Iron Man, pretty cool. Iron Hammer. So I picked up the A cover and the variant cover. in case it turns into anything. Picked up the Venom Annual #1, Acts of Evil, it says at the bottom. And it also says, bonus, the origin of Lady Hellbender. So, yeah, this is the origin of Lady Hellbender. Tells you right on the cover. Picked up the annual variant of that as well, with Lady Hellbender on the cover. Picked up another copy of this Batman Last Night on Earth, book 2, with Bane and that creepy crawler on his back. Picked up yet another few covers of this because I feel like that's going to turn into something. And, of course, I could never pass up the Brooks variant of that. It's got the new character on the cover, too. I picked up, actually, a couple of those. Oh, geez. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Luckily, the books fell flat, thank God. And they're encased in bags of boards, so they're safe. Yeah, there we go. Another Brooks variant. Just pick those up real quick. Scared the shit out of me. Thank God they landed flat. Yep, no damage. Very good. No dinged up corners. Still ready for CGC. You're still CGC worthy, you little sluts. Alright. Let me put that over somewhere where it won't fall and make big explosion noises. Like I said, Eric is an honorable comic dealer. While most comic dealers, like some others, like I won't mention, Harrison's, they pulled these blood splatter. And these blood splatter variants are mixed in. It's almost like, you know, they're 1 for every 5, some 1 for 1 sometimes. So, I mean, I know it has the extra page with the Road to Carnage or whatever, the Maximum Carnage tie-in or whatever, but all because it's got that little symbiote blood splatter, man, it's a cover price book, but places are charging, like like I just named a place under my breath, they actually charge $10 for this book. So they pulled it aside and slapped on a $10 price tag. Eric sold it to me at cover price, $3.99. Good man. So I got 2 of them. Very psyched to have 2 of them. And that's it. That's the episode for this week. Hey guys, you know, if you liked what you saw, you liked the content I brought you and information I gave you, give me a thumbs up and you know, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. Give us a whirl, and you know, I bring you a lot of videos about statues. Oh guys, on a side note, if you have Amazon Prime Video, whatever it is, it's a comic book that I reviewed a little while back. I got the A cover of. It's called The Boys. I think it was a Wildstorm comic. Pick up that book if you can. That show is epic. It's freaking awesome. I love it. It's graphic. It's adult. It's entertaining. Check it out, guys. If you have Prime Video, definitely worth checking out The Boys. I'm on like episode 3, binge watching it like crazy right now, and I want to go stop this video and go watch it right now, actually. So check it out if you have a chance. It's really worth checking out, and the books are good too. Thanks for watching, guys.